and food here at HSN is awesome. It is actually our best-selling line of bakeware, cookware, all of it. So we'll talk more about that. We've got some exciting things coming up in the show. Welcome to this 1 hour special with Chef Curtis from Los Angeles. I'm Callie Northagen. We're gonna start with this incredibly exciting brand new product. Chef Curtis is joining us from his, I believe you're upstairs of the restaurant out in Los Angeles. Good to have you back. Good afternoon, Chef.
Callie, it's so good to see you. I am so excited to be bringing you this right at the beginning of summer. Oh my goodness. It has 1200 watts. It is such a powerful blender. Callie, I'm gonna make one thing and then I'll let you tell everyone about it, but just wait till you see this. Now, first of all, it's got a great little lock on the top, right? So you can go ahead and remove the entire top. Look at this, 4 cups of berries and strawberries, a cup of bananas, and then 2 cups of crushed ice. Now you look at that, you're like, there's no way that's gonna work. We've stacked in 1200 watts to this thing. Ready? First you have to turn it on, you just press the button, and then you just twist. Watch it go.
Woo!
I mean, it is just so powerful. So whether you're doing smoothies, our adult beverages, which we all love this time of year, but it is so quick and simple. And then we've put this cool little pour spout in the front, so you can just go ahead and pour straight out of there, right? So whether you're doing a lot or a little, it is just a dream. I gave it about 5 seconds. You'll need to give it 30 if you want it perfectly velvety smooth. But, I mean, are you joking me? It's just a dream. And, of course, if you don't want to use that pour spout, you just go ahead, take the top off, and you can pour straight over the top. Just like that.
I'm telling you, this is so exciting to launch this with you. I mean, 1200 watts in a personal blender for home use is hard to come by. And if you do find it, you're spending hundreds of dollars. This is here at a special featured price, $30 off a normal day, because it is new. And by the way, free shipping. It's got all these, look at this wonderful dial in the front. So it's super easy to control the speeds. It's got 10 speeds, 4 different modes. It comes with a little tamper so you can go ahead if you need to push your ingredients down. You can do everything from soups to stews to beverages and margaritas. I'm looking at your recipe guide that comes with the purchase. Gin, blueberry, bramble, avocado and sour cream puree, iced raspberry smoothie, strawberry lime agua fresca. Yes, it is summer. It is time for a cold beverage, and this is gonna be the way to do it. How did you pack 1200 watts of power in something so compact and affordable?
It's so amazing, and here's the beautiful thing. I mean, you know the other blender that sells on the market that kind of got that monopoly going on, $400 or $500 depending on where you buy it from. This is 1200 watts. Watch it work. Now, think about fruit juice. I'm just going to press the button, turn it on. I mean, you see how fast that is. So whole oranges, whole mandarins, whole satsumas, you name it. And of course, you can go as low or as high as you want. This is a very, very simple dial. You can see the gears. I'm just twisting that around. Now, of course, we do have the puree, sorry, this side, the puree, the crushed ice, and the smoothie, and of course, the pulse function. But when you're done, you just press the button and have a look at how smooth this juice comes out. Now, other juices, by the way, Callie, they remove all the fiber from your fruit, and that's not good. Look how smooth that juice is. And that, all you have to do is remove the skin, of course, and you've got this perfectly fresh juice, which is not only full of vitamins, it's also full of fiber, which means it's a much healthier drink. You want to throw ice in there? Throw big blocks. It's okay. It'll just blend it right on up.
Anything that can crush ice, I'm sold. I know in my house, my son Tristan makes a smoothie every single day, sometimes 2 a day. But to crush ice, that's a task. A lot of blenders. I used to own a really expensive blender. It started with a W, very expensive, and it was like, you'd hear it just like torquing down because it couldn't take the ice or as much. And this, by the way, capacity is great, 60 ounces. I like that this is that Triton plastic. It's got all the markers on it as well. And I don't know if you can see inside the way that you've designed the blades. Some go up, some go down, some have the jagged edges or the serrated edges, some don't. That will really bring, you know, the volume down towards what needs to do the crushing and grinding and blending the way it just did.
Yeah, you're so right, Callie. And look, that's all the engineering that we've done on this product. Look, everything we bring you pretty much is a customer pick. I'm going to make my own barbecue sauce. Peaches, onions, watch what I do. A little bit of vinegar, a little bit of molasses going in there, some brown sugar, going in. You don't even have to cook it out. It is such about a cup of ketchup. I'm using my signature ketchup, of course, so that's about half a bottle there. And then I've got a little bit of my California Cabernet, another one of my delicious sauces that you can pick up. You put a drop of that in, you get your lid, which I can't see right now. Sebastian, where'd you put my lid, darling? Let me use this one. I just go ahead, I stick that on, and guess what? You press the button and you turn it to as high as you want. I'm going to turn mine all the way up. Here's the great thing. Because of the 1200 watts, and I don't think I can show you this. Let's go to the overhead camera because I want everyone to see. I think you can see right on in there. Let me see if I can just do this. Can you see that?
There's a shot. Woo!
Isn't that so cool? It just goes to show just how powerful this baby is. So, of course, when you're making something like a barbecue sauce, again, I don't even have to remove the lid because I pour straight out of my pour spout, which I don't believe there's another one on the market like that. And here's the thing, Callie, for this price, you guys know the quality that I bring every single time I'm at HSN. Have a look at this. I've got my arugula in there, and then, of course, I'm making a beautiful dressing. You throw all of the basil, the arugula, the yogurt, the cream, and you just blend it on up, and in seconds. Now, the tamper, if you want to use it, that just goes right on in. I don't need it, but yes, you have that. And for some of those recipes, you might want to use that. So look at that beautiful green goddess dressing. You know, with summer knocking on our doors, there's just so many wonderful tools that you'll be using all year long. I mean, even ice cream. Callie, I've gone ahead and thrown some milk in here. I think Rochelle's going to give me the mango. Thanks, Rochelle. I've got some little berries frozen right here. No, the actual mango, darling. I want to show everyone how we make it. Not. Thank you. So look at this. This is frozen mango, you guys. And you know what that's like little blocks of rocks, right? They're very, very hard, and you can see them right there. Now, for this one, you're going to go ahead, pop your lid on, lock that down, go ahead and turn it on. You want to get your tamper. You pop your tamper right on down, and you turn it all the way up. And you'll see, in no time at all, you're actually making delicious ice cream, which is kind of crazy. You'll hear it dropping back down, right? And how long was that?
Seconds.
5 seconds, 10 seconds, and
right.
You've got yourself an incredible ice cream.
Did you add anything else to that? You had frozen mangoes. Was there anything else, like in regards
frozen
to like...
mangoes? We put a little bit of milk in there as well. And you can use oat milk. You could use a beautiful almond milk. Yeah. You scoop all the way down to the bottom there, and you scoop in that gorgeous ice cream.
Oh, yum.
Straight out. So it literally is like a 12-in-1. There's so many. Look at this gazpacho. I'm going to show you one more, and then I promise I'll give you the mic back.
Okay.
All of these whole tomatoes. You don't even. It's got a 7.5 cup capacity. You ready for it? You can tell I'm excited, can't you? When my voice goes one octave higher, you're like, okay, he's excited. I mean, look at the power, Callie, that we've built into this.
And that was filled to the brim with all those delicious, fresh ingredients. You know, it makes such sense to be able to do soups and stews. And you know what? You can do ice cream and blended drinks and all the dressings from scratch. You know, it doesn't take very long to use the healthy ingredients. It's crazy. Oh, that looks so good. I mean, the smooth consistency of, oh, my mouth is watering. It's killing me right now not to be able to grab a spoon and take a bite out of that, Chef. That looks amazing.
Oh. Well, you know what? When you've got the right tools, you can do the right things. The reason we've given this 1,200 watts is because we want it to be ultra powerful. It's literally 12 appliances in one, right? So think about all the things that you can do, from crushed ice to make smoothies to blend dressings. You can make peanut butter in this guy. I'm going to go ahead and make a pineapple margarita, okay? So I'm going to dump in my liquids, then I take my frozen pineapple, and you can just dump that in like that. I take whole limes. All we've done is remove the skin. I'll throw a few of those in. You want to put in a little bit of agave or even some honey. I'm going to put in a little bit of liqueur and a little bit of vodka. Sorry, tequila, of course. So you dump just a little bit of that in. You know me, Kelly, just a little bit. Then you get your lid. You go ahead.
Just the way I like it.
Just the way you like it, just the way we all like it. I'm putting this on backwards. Then you go, you drop that down there, you slide it straight on over. Very, very simple and easy to attach. You pop your lid down, Wait for it. This is the most delicious drink. Look at the power. I mean, for this price, this should be $400 or $500. That blends in less than 15 seconds, which just makes it so, so special. Now, I can turn it down. You know, it's not just all super strong. You can go level 1, 2. You can hear the gears cranking up as we just continue to build that all the way around to the strongest level. And then, of course, when you're done, you just hit the button. Now, our margarita is done, and I'm going to shut up so you can tell everyone.
So you can drink it.
You know, I get excited.
No, it is time. I mean, seriously, if you use this just to make your summer drinks, your margaritas and your daiquiris and your mojitos and all the things that make summer summer, you need a powerful blender. How's yours doing right now? You know, you don't have to spend $400 or $500. There is another brand, we all know it starts with a V. I'm gonna put this up next to it. 1,200 watts of power is a lot for home use. And this is Curtis Stone. You know Curtis, I mean, if you have his bakeware, his cookware, you know the quality is excellent. It's our highest rated brand across the board. I mean, across every category, not just in the kitchen. People are that happy with the quality of what Curtis brings to us for our kitchens. This just happens to be the introduction of a brand new high-speed blender that you will love. You've got a month to play with it. You can check this out. By the way, free shipping to your door, no charge. One payment is only $53.32 to get yours. Or maybe you have somebody on your list that, you know, starting out in life on their own. My niece just graduated with her master's and she's ready to start her new life. We all need a great blender. So whether you're replacing your old one or getting somebody a new, fresh start, what a way to really feel like summer is officially here and then beyond. I mean, seriously, Curtis, when I think about fall, I think about all the delicious warm soups and stews. You can do soups in this. I mean, I even saw one of the recipes is a creamy mushroom soup in this, which is included.
Talk for longer because I'm over here enjoying my margarita. But, look, for a creamy sauce, I'll put some half and half. Now, this is hot. Then I dump in my cheese. I'm going to make you a wonderful cheese sauce. You put in a little bit of hot sauce and then a little bit of my Mexican spice, just like that. Grab your lid. Now, whenever you start with a hot, this is hot, the half and half, just go ahead and start it on low. Let it start working because you don't want it to go crazy, and then go ahead and crank that. Now, you don't need to overwork it. It literally blends in about 10 seconds. You go ahead, you pop the top. You don't even have to remove the lid, which of course you can, but you don't have to. And look at that incredible cheese sauce over my nachos.
Yum.
I mean, you know, when you've got the right tools, you become the right kind of chef. It's that simple. I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of salsa and just a little bit of cilantro there. So from that, you mentioned a soup. Watch this. Talk about soup. I'll do a puree. So I've got my sweet potato here. I'm going to just go ahead and dump that in. And then if you wanted to add cream, you could. You can see hot and steamy. No problem whatsoever. Again, we drop the lid on. We turn it on to start it on low, right? You just give it one little turn. Now you can use the smoothie function. You can use the crush ice function. And then you can crank it all the way to the top. Now, we have included the tamper. And if you want to use it, I'll show you how it works. You just go ahead and remove the lid right from the top. The tamper goes straight on down. And that's just if you ever find anything super stubborn and you want to go on down and give that a mix around. To be honest, it's so powerful, you really won't use it. Let's see the overhead cam again, and I'll show it to you one more time. No, I see if you break the seal, it'll stop it from working. But I wanted to show you that I can go down, and let's see if you can see that. See right in the center there, you see the eye, how it's drawing all of the food down. It's a really cool shot. We'll try and get a closer shot for you so you get to see it. But of course, you know, when you're doing that perfect little puree, and look at how super smooth this puree comes out. I mean, it's amazing. Baby food, beautiful veggies for the family.
Oh my goodness.
It's just everything
and
you can imagine.
Still piping hot. I know we're going to be moving into, we've got your filet medallions. Oh my gosh, my all-time favorite thing. I can't even tell you. I probably had 10 since we brought them here at HSN. That's coming up in next, and we've got some chicken from you as well. But this is a neat item that we have in addition to the blender, which by the way is 746-279. Keep ordering yours. We have just a couple of thousand of those. This is a 2-in-1 thawing and cutting board. Check it out. The smooth size allows for cutting of fruits and vegetables or meat, and then the juice channels right onto the cutting board to help you, collect any of those excess juices. And then the metal, built-in metal plate is designed to thaw meats before you cook. So it thaws meats out faster than just sitting on a counter. What a brilliant idea, and it's on sale today. Plus it's on 4 Flex. Item there is 702819. It's a customer pick if you'd like to read some of the reviews. In fact, I'm gonna bring this with me over to the steaks because we're just pulling those out of the freezer, ready to throw on the grill. Stay with us. Chef Curtis and I are just getting things warmed up in the kitchen tonight. It's the final show of the weekend. He's got more coming up right after this.
Chef Curtis Stone has circled the globe in search of inspiring dishes.
One of the top 10 most magical things I've ever done in my life.
And now you can cook along with him.
Perfectly cooked steak makes me very happy.
See where he goes, make what he makes, and do it all again.
Perfecto. So many flavors, I can't even describe it.
This is Travel, Cook, Repeat with Curtis Stone. Watch the series free on the QVC and HSN streaming service available on your streaming device.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I'm so hungry tonight. Welcome to the kitchen here at HSN. I'm Callie Northagen. Chef Curtis Stone is here with this for this hour. We're gonna talk some of his food products for the next few moments. Oh my gosh, have you tried his salmon, his scallops? I mean, his burgers. Well, we're gonna celebrate his filet mignons. The medallions are amazing. I have made these, I can't even, countless times this summer already. They're delicious. They are 2 ounces. You're getting a 16 pack. They come individually packaged, so you've got tons of time to be able to use them, keep them in the freezer, bring them out 1 at a time or 2 at a time. But what you're getting here is a special price and flex pay and free shipping and auto ship. So you can do a single shipment of 16 of these incredible medallions or do it every month, every 2 months. We have 300 of either option. So whether you want single or auto ship, up to you, but 600 total to go around. Chef, thank you for what you bring to us from your food category. You source some of the best meats ever, and this is one of my favorites.
And it all comes to you just like this, in this beautiful little box. Of course, the fillets have been frozen, snap frozen. We put 2 per package. So when you're cooking for 1 or 2 people, you just pull one of these out. Now, you might want 1of these for dinner, you might want 2. They will arrive like that, frozen solid.
That's true,
now,
2 per package.
2 per package, yeah. Why is this beef different than the other steaks that you find in your grocery store? Because it's Australian, it's grass-fed, no added hormones, and no antibiotics, all right? Free-range beef. So have a look at this gorgeous little filet. Now this, like I said, it is that beautiful little medallion, and have a look at how juicy and brilliant that is. I mean, when you've got steak that you just absolutely love, and in this size, you can just see it. I mean, look, if you don't mind me picking this up with my fingers, look at how juicy and wonderful it is, but look at how it falls apart. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about a filet, right? You don't even need a steak knife for it. You can see how wonderful and juicy that steak is, by the way. So, you know, when you've got the right tools, you guys will turn into wonderful cooks. It's that simple. The flavor is rich. It's delicious. Oh, it's so juicy.
I know. Well, and this is your wheelhouse. This is like where you started your whole career, is, you know, in the butcher shop. You know meat, and you do it so well with the Australian beef, and you know, wet aged for minimum of 28 days for that intense, meaty, beefy flavor. They do come individually, well, actually 2 per individually vacuum sealed package, but they're also grass-fed, free of additives, minimally processed, cut by expert butchers. You know, you don't trim all the fat away. You leave just enough for that extra flavor, but I mean, my mouth is watering. Seriously, I take out 2 packages. Tracy and I eat these for dinner on probably a weekly basis, and I'm ready to redo the auto ship because it is some of the best meat I've tried. It is so juicy. I love it medium rare, just the way you prepared those. So good.
Callie, with the shortage of steaks throughout the country, we've all been hearing about it on the news. To be able to lock this in on the auto ship is pretty unbelievable.
Oh,
okay, so let me take one of these little fillets. Watch this. I just cut straight on through. You can see how perfectly juicy and wonderful that fillet is. I'll cut through it one more time for you, just to give you an idea of how tender and brilliant this is. Now, why is this so tender? Because the fillet is the muscle in the steer that does the least amount of work, okay? And that's why everybody loves filet, because of its tenderness. It's not melts in your mouth. I mean, it's so, when you get a great steak, and you're right.
It does melt in your mouth. I know. Well, please enjoy, because it is honestly some of the best meat I have had. These are done a little bit more well than my personal favorite liking, but you know, that's the beauty. Each one, in fact, take a look at this whole this display here. I mean, they're 2 ounces, but I love that because it's, you know, if you're looking for some portion control, or if you want to, you've got a big 4-ounce filet. This is the best part of the meat. Filet is the best part of any cut, and you are getting like perfection in every single bite. You will fall in love. Look at that gorgeous char that you've got on the outside. You can tell from when you press, the juiciness is quite obvious, but it is so tender, just so tender.
So tender, and that's why people love filet so much. I mean, you can see you get the char on the outside, that beautiful, I mean, look at that beautiful juiciness. You can see the fiber of that meat is just so tender. Now, this might be only a 2-ounce filet, but have a look at how I can cut it still into 3 or 4 portions. Now, that might be enough for your dinner. Now, let's do the math. If you're taking home 24 of these, and that's 24 portions, well, wow, that is an unbelievably good price. I'm going to cut one more for you here on the back, and, I mean, just check it out. Beautifully charred on the outside, perfectly. I mean, wow. It is just so... Isn't that so incredible, Callie? And when you get that beautiful juice,
I know.
You just know how lovely that is going to taste.
Honestly, I don't put anything but salt and pepper on. I salt them, I pepper them, I put them on the grill. Sometimes, I don't know, when we go to the outdoor grill, I put these right in a pan and do that sear that you just showed us to get that gorgeous crunchy or crispiness on the outside. But, this is why top restaurant or steak houses offer the fillets as their cut of choice. I mean, it is the best that you can find, in my opinion. I love my steaks. I'm picky. There are certain cuts I'm just really not interested. I go for the medallion every time I can because it is the sweet spot of the perfect cut. By the way, we do have all of your steak sauces, and I wanted to share that along with your seasonings if you do like to season your meat.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of delicious sauces and salts and dry rubs that we have for you. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and cut through this one again because I want everyone to see, Callie, that even when it is a bit more well done, like this one's sort of more medium, you can still just see how perfectly juicy, how perfectly delicate. I mean, I'll pick it up for you, and look at this. Even a whole filet just goes straight like that. You know, I mean, let me show you the portion size that you'll be taking home. I'm going to use a different board here, and let me go ahead and cut this one for you into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gorgeous slices of beef. Now, if that's enough for you, great. If you want to have a couple of these little guys, be my guest, because at this price, Callie, and you know, with the prices of beef just look at that. I mean, just so juicy and succulent. Really is just
honestly, it breaks it down to like somewhere around $5 a steak. I mean, I hate to call it steak because it's filet, and it is if you don't love it, you can send it back. Keep that in mind too. Free shipping on the steaks, the fillets, the chickens that we've got coming up next. We've got chicken bites coming up. You'll love those, and so will the kids. But I mean, $5 for a filet and a medallion at that. It's a really good price. Curtis, I know some of our shoppers, people join us all the time, every day, different times of the day, and never have experienced the deliciousness of your food. I mean, your whole career started. I mean, you started with Gwen, your butcher shop, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been around this world your whole life through. I know you're a real stickler about the quality of the food that you make available.
Well, I wouldn't sell anything to anyone unless I would serve it to my family. And I mean, look at these little filet medallions. Imagine serving this to a table of 4 or 6. By the way, you mentioned my sauces. This is the mesquite. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little drizzle of the mesquite just so you get to see what that looks like. I've also got my California Cabernet, which of course is inspired by that beautiful red wine sauce that we all know and love so much. And the 3-pack here, you get the butcher's salt. Now, the butcher's salt has been smoked. It has a little bit of umami packed in there, so the flavors are really something else. So that's an accompaniment that you can pick up. But I mean, again, look at it, you guys. For the cost of admission, you are walking home with some of the most outstanding flavors. Of course, I always say the filet is always the safest option. If you've got people coming over or if you're just not 100% sure, have a look. Come back over here for me, Dave. I want everyone to see it. I want you really to hone in here because when you see how juicy and wonderful, I mean, it's really hard to hold it because it's just so tender. You can see it just falling apart.
It does. It
can
falls
imagine it just melting in your mouth.
It's killing me right now. I want to eat that whole thing. It is, it is so good. I'm telling you, 200 available for a single immediate shipment. If you want to do auto ship and secure a price like this for future shipments, do it. But there's only 200 of those. 200 total of either or option. I'm gonna go grab my phone during the break because I wanna get these delivered again. I've done them once. I'm gonna set myself up on auto ship. They are that good. They are so good. That Aussie meat that is so beautifully, I mean, you can just taste, there's just such a freshness to it. And then the juiciness, you can see that from watching Curtis cut through those medallions. I wish I had the delicious ones that you've got there, but that's how I prepare mine at home. I've actually used them, Curtis, with some leftovers. I've made them into like beef stroganoff and gosh.
Oh yeah.
Right? I mean, not that there's usually leftovers because you just devour them. They're delicious.
If you have leftovers with this, you've got to stop inviting vegetarians around, Callie, because I tell you what, it's just so juicy and wonderful. I mean, look at how juicy and perfect these are. And when I pick that up and show it to you, it literally falls apart in your fingers. Now, let me describe the flavor, because a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between grass-fed and grain-fed beef? Oh, my goodness. Well, here's the deal. Grass-fed beef is natural. The animals are wandering around the field. They're eating what they should be eating, which is grass. The flavor is wonderful. Yes, if you feed animals grain, they will put on more weight. But if you have that right natural rising plane of nutrition from the grass, they will still be beautifully marbled, beautifully rich, beautifully juicy, like you're seeing right here. And I am not going to stop, Kelly. I'm just going to keep on cutting into this steak because I can see everybody is loving it, guys. Go to hsn.com.
They are so incredibly popular. I don't want you guys to miss out. Stock your freezer. Be ready for the summer. You know, this is something, don't save for a special occasion because you just try them. Your mouth, my mouth is still watering.
Now, Kelly, the family, you know, we are going to be entertaining throughout the summer. And let me tell you something, as that starts to pick up, so will the prices of the steaks. So steaks always do rise throughout summer. We were lucky enough to secure these a little earlier on in the year. And then, of course, we've frozen them for you so that you've got that perfect sort of flexibility there. I mean, have a look. Even the well done. I said to Matt, cook me a few more well done. Look, this one's well done. And look how juicy it still is.
Right.
I mean, you can still see that incredible juice right there.
Oh, my gosh. They're just beautifully marbled.
Oh, my goodness.
They're just exceptionally tender. They're buttery soft. They are so good. And you're getting 16. They come 2 packaged per vacuum sealed, package. So 2 at a time or whatever you'd like, but they will disappear quickly. I do want to let you know the sauces and seasonings, as I'm sure you've experienced, they are here and available. This is a 3-piece collection. This one is awesome. This one comes with the sauces and the dry rub. The item is 85032. The California Cabernet steak sauce, the mesquite steak sauce, and the butcher salt. That is a collection specifically created for both steaks and burgers. Oh, that is so good. My mouth is still watering. But we're going to move on because more good things are coming our way. Chicken bites. Ooh, yes, indeed. These are Panko breaded chicken bites, and you're getting 3 pounds. You're getting 3 individual packages as they come in the box, but everything about, and this is the lowest price ever. So, you know, treat yourself and your kids. They will love these. 3 pounds of the Panko breaded bites. They are bite size. In fact, I'm gonna dig into one of these. They are breaded, so you don't have to worry about doing that. You can do these in a microwave. You can do these pan fried or pan seared, or put them in your air fryer. This is my first time trying your chicken, chef. What do I need to know?
Here's the thing. It's a very clean deck. What does that mean? We use panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper. Now, I'm going to my little air fryer here. By the way, we have about 100 or so of these to go around the whole country. So if you're interested in an air fryer oven, this is the one for you. I'm going to drop this down on my trivet. This is my little crisper tray. Let me show you what's inside. Because, you know, you think about a chicken nugget or a chicken bite. Look at how juicy and succulent. This is all white chicken meat. So this is all from the breast, okay? And then, of course, that crumb, that you can hear it. That's that beautiful Parmesan. Oh, my goodness. Look how juicy they are. I don't know if you can see that on the screen nicely, but I tell you what, when you bite into these, you're like, oh, no, that's not a chicken nugget. It's a chicken tender that is like nothing you've ever tried before. 100% white meat chicken. Oh, the flavour. Ellie. No.
We're just gonna moan our way through this show. They're so good. There's a crispiness to these, and yes, pick up that air fryer. I know I didn't realize how limited that one is. It is Curtis's air fryer. If you've got one, use it. If you don't, again, you can bake these. Instructions come with you with the box. These are their 3 individual 1-pound packages. There's no extra steps here. Right out of the freezer into your oven, and then pop them in your mouth, or top them on a pizza, or make it into a salad. And oh my gosh, Curtis, absolutely delicious, moist. Sometimes white meat can only get a little dry. This is incredibly moist.
You're so right. Let me show you it to you again. Whether it's the big ones, the medium size, or even the little guys, I'm just going to cut into it and show you how perfectly succulent, plump and juicy white meat, 100% white meat. So what you're doing is you're getting the treat, but you're not feeling bad about it. By the way, I'm going to pop these over my iceberg salad here. I take the whole tray and I just throw it straight on over. So it's not just, you know, a little snack. You've actually got beautiful meals that you'll be creating with these gorgeous chicken bites. I'm going back to my oven now. You'll be using your air fryer. You'll be using your small little ovens. Of course, you could deep fry them if you wanted to, but there's no need because you put a little bit of Parmesan in the actual mix, and you can see them right here. So if I just go ahead and throw them up there, have a look at what I've done. When you're entertaining, you've got the gorgeous chicken bites, the carrot, the celery. You can go ahead and dip them as you please. I'll cut through one more for you because I really want you to see just how perfectly succulent and juicy they are on the inside. And that's what just makes it so, so good.
And they are big chunks. Look at some of these pieces. I mean, these aren't like little, wimpy little nuggets. I mean, look at the size of some of them. They vary in size and shape, but holy moly, and they are beautifully encrusted with that panko. I love how you described that slight bit of Parmesan, salt, pepper, and panko, which is, you know, the perfect breading. It's just, it's light, and in this case, they're crispy. You can do so many things with chicken nuggets, and I'm gonna call them nuggets, but they are more of like, they are meaty. They are big portions, and you will easily like have an instant great snack for your kids, for their friends, or, you know, make them as a big platter for a buffet or a backyard barbecue. This is a nice summertime. This is an all-American kind of favorite thing, Curtis.
I tell you what, I mean, you can hear it, right? You can hear how crunchy they are, but they're so succulent and juicy on the inside. You get that little hint of Parmesan, the crispiness from the Panko breadcrumbs, which is a Japanese-style breadcrumb, and then salt and pepper. That's it. That's all the ingredients. Now, I'm doing a little stir-fry here. I've got some peppers, some broccoli. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full, but I can't help it. I take these, and I throw them in, give that a little shake, get yourself a stir-fry sauce, go ahead and hit that like this, a little scallion. Oh, Kelly. It's
Oh,
hard
yeah.
not to keep out, isn't it? Even when you're on television. Sesame seeds.
I love that whole Asian flair, that sesame oil, the sesame seeds. Nice choice. Never thought to do
Now,
that with
by
the
the way,
chicken
this
bite.
4-quart skillet, Callie, this is available. Comes with a gorgeous glass lid.
Yes, it
and
is.
of course, it's so pretty. You would just be serving straight on that. I'm dropping it onto my trivet. That's another wonderful product. But look at that. So delicious and wonderful and very, very simple and easy to serve. Oh, thanks. Now, I knew I was forgetting one ingredient. You know us, we always hide ingredients. It was parsley. Panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, a little parsley, just chicken breast. There's never any chicken thigh. There's never any mystery meat that you don't know what it is, and then just salt and pepper. Very, very simple, very easy, and you can feel good about giving these to the kids, the grandkids. My kids call them chicken nuggets because it's as close as I'll ever let them get to a chicken nugget. Go read the ingredients, you guys. When you know that you're serving beautiful, healthy, delicious, clean ingredients, you can see it right there. Doesn't matter if you choose the bigger ones, the smaller ones, you can see the ridiculously moist inside of all of these, and then all of those beautiful crispy pieces on the outside. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You know, good point. Not to let your kids have the other versions of, you know, chicken bites, because these are done with every good intention in mind from a great parent, Curtis, and truly something that is good for you. There's no weird ingredients. There's no hidden, you know, that's part of Curtis and his integrity, and that goes across the board. If you're just tuning in and you're a fan of his cookware or his bakeware or his appliances, you guys know that his standards are high. This is where he started his career in food and in the butcher shop, and we are so happy. We have so many things from Curtis available from our food area. Salmon, you've got to try his scallops. His burgers are amazing. His Aussie steaks. We had the Filet medallions earlier in the show, which we are down to our final quantities. And this is pre-summer celebration, some of the lowest prices you're going to see. It is true. I mean, the cost of goods is going up. Food is one of those categories. And you know, the truth is you don't have to spend more when you can secure the prices that we're offering now. Look at some of the other things that we have. New recipes are popping up time and time again. If you're looking for a great thermometer to kind of gauge the doneness or the of your meats, we've got some of Curtis's thermometers. We've got, oh, there's another air fryer. A little multi-cooker. Some of you guys, his appliances are amazing. His utensils are incredible. So take a look at the whole assortment on hsn.com and know that you're shopping not only with our best-selling kitchen brand, across all categories. Curtis Stone and his appliances, his bakeware, his cookware, it ranks #1. That is a huge accomplishment in just a few short years here at HSN. Curtis, you are beloved by our customers for good reason. We just adore you.
Thank you so much. Listen, I put my heart and soul into all of the products we make and, of course, the food that we bring you as well. You're right, Cal. I did start my career as a butcher. Oh, that's what the noise is. The fan's going. Let me turn that off. Now, have a look at these gorgeous chicken bites. You can see that beautiful crunchy on the outside, perfectly soft, juicy, succulent chicken breast on the inside. I mean, can you see that? You can see the juice on the table immediately, right? And it's just this most beautiful mouthful of food. Now, yeah, I started my career as a butcher. And what does that mean, Cal? Well, to me, a butcher has to go out and find great quality meat. So we make sure that we visit all the farms that all of our foods come from. And then if we process something like this, we make sure we only use the cleanest of ingredients. I'll show it to you again. Parmesan, parsley, breadcrumb, and chicken breast. It is that simple and that easy. And having these in the freezer over the summer, when, you know, the kids drop in and then, oh, you brought a mate. Great, come on in. Oh, everyone's hungry. No worries, I've got you covered. Whether they're your grandkids, the neighbours, it doesn't matter. If you've always got food in the freezer, you can always throw something delicious together. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I can't stop eating them either. It's so convenient just to know you've got it at the ready. You know, summertime is not about having to pre-plan and always be running back and forth to the markets. Having freezer goods ready to just pop out, and again, in the case of an oven, or if you wanted to pan sear them, or again, even if you want to just throw them in the microwave, they are already breaded for you, but most of it is meat. There's not a lot of breading. It's a light breading, which is one of my favorite things because I love the crispness and the texture and the flavor, but I really love the juiciness of that. I'm glad you showed us the display of that. It's all chicken breast, nothing else.
And Cal, by the way, if you're looking for some sauces, I've got you covered. I'm still speaking with my mouth. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. I've got the mustard, signature ketchup, and that beautiful smoky sweet barbecue sauce, right? So all three of those. Now, we also have for you a little squeezy bottle tree set.
Nice.
So it's stainless steel with the 3 squeezy bottles. I've gone ahead and put all of those sauces in, and I'll give you a little squirt of that beautiful mustard sauce over the top. So this is a really good one to pick up as well. Barbecue, we always joke at breakfast because we have our eggs and we all have different sauces with our eggs and bacon. And my son's always very proud of himself that he's not reaching for the ketchup. He rathers the barbecue.
Oh, nice.
My little guy goes for the ketchup, and it's a really nice ketchup. So you can pick up on those 3 beautiful sauces as well.
Yes, the sauces are all available. We've got dry rubs, we've got sauces for your steaks and your burgers and all kinds of extras that you may want to pop into your basket, and just be ready for whatever summer brings. I know I'm going up to see my brother later on this month, and I sent ahead, in fact, I didn't tell you this, Curtis, I sent ahead your big 24 count of burgers. I'm like, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be ready for some backyard barbecues, and I don't wanna put the stress on him to have to think about feeding everybody. So I sent them directly to him, and he sent me a picture yesterday. He's like, I can't wait. So it's a wonderful thing to have the convenience of us delivering food to your door. It comes freeze-dried, nice big, those big styrofoam containers that everything is packed frozen, and then just pop it right in your freezer. You're ready to go. You will love the flavor. And this is the lowest price ever offered on the chicken bites. The item is 85152. You can do a single shipment of just the 3 pounds, or if you want the auto, we only have 300 left to secure the lowest price on the chicken bites. Chicken bites are an all-time favorite and an all-American kind of tradition. So wonderful offering.
Arrived by Father's Day too, Kelly.
That's true.
Yeah. Whether you're getting the steaks or the chicken bites, you can send this to Dad. We've only got a few days before Dad's Day is here, but you can send this to him. I'll tell you what, he's going to be pretty happy with you. Delicious.
They are. They're really delicious, and we are both eating with our mouths full today, or talking with our mouths full, but you will too once you get the food products delivered. So, wanted to remind you. Oh, this is that one of the thermometers. I have a different thermometer from Curtis to check the doneness of my steaks. I'm a big medium rare fan, but this is the Kinetic. This is a battery-free meat thermometer. We have it in multiple colors. It's only $19.95. I love that you can take it anywhere. You can take it to the barbecue, you can take it camping. This will give you the accurate temperature on all kinds of things, from fish, your poultry, to your chickens and burgers and steaks and everything in between. That extendable probe is gonna help you keep away from the heat, but get the accurate reading in a couple of seconds. No batteries required, no electricity required, and it even, yes, you can see lamb, pork, all of the things that you wanna make sure are done to perfection. That's item 625443. I wanna remind you of the fillets, because that's what we had a few moments ago. 100, okay, 100 left in oh gosh, where's my phone? I am serious. I've been waiting to order these. I didn't think they were going to sell so quickly. The filet mignon medallions, 2 per packet. 100 left if you want a single shipment. 100 left if you want them coming on a regular basis, which you will. Trust me, my mouth waters just thinking about them. That's item 82417. In fact, I might go grab my phone and order those in between now and when I see you next, which is a great appliance from Curtis next.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Love shopping with HSN? Now there's even more to love with our new streaming experience. More chances to catch the shows you've missed. More ways to get to know your favorite hosts. More live channels to watch, even QVC. Just search HSN on your streaming device and download the QVC HSN streaming service to discover more.
submit order. I got my fillets. I'm so excited. Welcome back into the kitchen here at HSN. I'm Callie. We do have the fillets, the medallions from Curtis. We have the chicken bites from Curtis. If you're looking, oh, just heard my, it's yours. Do you hear that little beep? The salmon is incredible. That's another thing I'm on auto ship. We are now gonna talk about a way to prepare all of your delicious foods. This is the incredible 4-quart cast aluminum pan. I love this glass lid. Curtis was using this to prepare those chicken bites a bit ago. The glass lid is incredible. See those little dimples in there? That's gonna help you, really just braise all of the flavors into the dishes that you're making. So maybe you're braising pork chops. All the flavors don't dissipate into the air. They keep, circulating into the dish that you're preparing. And then there's this, the non-stick. This is what put Curtis and his brand at the top of the line, not just in cookware, but across all categories. It is virtually indestructible. The nonstick is incredible. We'll have Curtis get into the details, but look at that cast aluminum. They're beautiful on the outside. You can see the dyed to match handles, so you don't have to worry about those big stick handles. Easy to put up on a buffet and keep warm if you'd like. We have white, we have gray, we've got the turquoise, we have black. 4 colors to choose from. Under $50 for an absolutely incredible workhorse of a pan. 4 quarts and it's deep. So you can do those stews, you can do the chilies, you can do those braised casseroles. But Curtis has got some delicious things on the docket to share with us and more ideas, I'm sure. Curtis, what a great piece this is.
Let me just get right into it. You can see these beautiful big ribeyes. Look at the caramelization, Callie. Oh, thanks, Rochelle. By the way, this grill press, perfect for Father's Day. Oh, look at these eggs. Now, if your eggs and bacon didn't slide around the pan like this morning, guess what? You weren't cooking in Durapan, and you really should have been. Because when you cook in Durapan, that is how simple it is. Let me show you the cleanup. You get a towel. You come on in here. You wipe your pan out. Now, I've cranked the temperature on this pan because I want to absolutely push it for you. Look at this. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. This is the pan that does absolutely everything, by the way, because it's got that nice, big, deep cup to it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see the lid has that silicon, that beautiful silicon rim. And then have a look at how deep this is. So it's a 4-quart pan, right? So you can do everything from stir fries and slow cooks. And, of course, the reason we put that silicon ring around the lid is so it doesn't bang and clang when you put in the lid on, right? So it's also not going to bubble away like that. These little dimples mean that all the moisture goes back into it while you're cooking. We've engineered this beautifully. By the way, this silicone disc, it pulls off and you can wash it. I'll show you. Very, very simple and easy. It comes straight on off, so you can take that off and throw it in the dishwasher and clean it, and then you just go ahead and stick it back on the top. Now, come back to my cheese. I told you I was going to burn it. I told you I was going to get silly. Have a look at that. And guess what? With the Durapan, you literally are just going to wipe that pan clean. Look. I mean, can you imagine, Callie? I've got burgers going in here. There's so many. You'll notice I'm not cooking in any oil or butter. It generously or easily fits those 4 generous burgers. My steaks are done. I'm going to show it to you. I've got my kinetic thermometer here. You give that a real quick shake, right, just like this. And then, Dave, if you want to come back and have a look at what we're doing, I've got my beautiful ribeyes here. And then I'm going to probe into the center of that ribeye. And look at that.
There it
We're
is.
at 145 degrees. Why? Because I know that 145 is medium. So I want to get those out. And let me show that to you. That's the kinetic thermometer that never, ever requires a battery.
There it is on the
screen. I take my steaks out. And now here's the pan. By the way, stainless steel utensils are not going to scratch it. They're not going to bother it because of how we've built it. And I'm going to run into the animation once I've cleaned this pan. And by the way, doing the dishes takes seconds these days, Cal, at my house, because that's it. Even after those big old steaks were sizzling away, all you're going to do is slide it on out. Now, whether you're doing my pork ribeyes, Faroe Island salmon I've got for you, my burgers are working. By the way, I'll take my burger press and I'm going to drop that straight onto the burger. Here, Dave, there we go. Thanks, mate. And then I'm going to show you my Faroe Island salmon. I've got this ridiculously good salmon. We still have some in stock, Callie.
Oh, thank goodness.
We just restocked it. So go to hsn.com, guys, shop that whole collection, because no matter what it is you're putting into these pans, unfortunately, my silicone handles have sold out, and there's going to be lots of sellouts today. It's why we couldn't do more hours, because we're getting so limited on some of our inventory. So if you see something you like the look of, my suggestion is dive on in, I'm going to walk you through the animation, because when you see how we built this pan, Cal, then you understand why it's so strong. Why is it called Durapan? Because it's just so durable. Okay, it is a 4-quart pan. Now, the cast aluminum, of course, means it's a wonderful heat conductor. It looks like cast iron, it cooks like cast iron, but it is just so much better because the heat conducts so brilliantly well. The stainless steel disc gives you that brilliant heat conduction, makes it extra strong, and it also means you can cook on induction, which is pretty cool. That heat-safe silicone ring, you can put the whole thing in the oven with or without the lid, no problem at all. And we've got these incredible... now, this is the last chance you'll have to get this pan until the end of the year. There's no reorders in the system, and it will take us 6 to 9 months to get them back in stock, all right? So if you want one of these, don't delay, Cal.
I'm glad you shared that. It is crazy. I mean, the supply and demand thing it's a real issue getting product. So if it takes that much longer to get them, don't wait. And I know you'll use this for everything from, even if you wanted to deep fry your chicken or your French fries, or use this for your stews and simmering and searing and burgers and chilies and everything. Deep frying, as I mentioned, even stir frying, all the things that a nice deep 4-quart is gonna be able to do for you. And so from poaching and steaming and slow cooking to searing and frying and everything in between, a hearty casserole in the oven, you can put this into the oven up to 450 degrees with the tempered glass lid on. It's a heavy duty lid. It is not plastic, it is a glass lid. Normally, a pan like this at 50 bucks would be a great buy without the lid, but you get the lid included and it really does seal tight. Oh, by the way, we have gray, we have black, we've got the turquoise, and we have the white. We have a couple thousand, and you heard Curtis, when these sell out, we will not get these back until, I don't even think by the end of the year, so probably sometime next year. It's one of the many, in fact, I was reading reviews before the show, over 300 perfect 5-star reviews. It is Durapan at its finest. I love this, more of a domed lid, and the tempered glass, you can see what's going on in there. You don't have to lift the lid to release all those wonderful juices that are all full of flavor. Let that flavor drip back into what you're making and just do its own like marinating, and it really does make such a difference. So I know, Curtis, this one being as limited as it is and only 4 colors to go around, this should disappear probably by the end of the show. I don't want anybody to miss out on this. It is the everything pan.
Don't miss out. You will use this pan for absolutely everything. Now, I've got my lid rest, another wonderful product, you guys. Go ahead and pick up that big steamy lid, drop it right on in there, and you'll see all the condensation run down the front and get captured. You can see how it's made those gorgeous cheeseburgers melt their cheese.
Ooh, yes.
Now I'm going to pull them out, right? And you can see the cheese is nice and sticky to everything with the exception of the Durapan, because nothing sticks to Durapan. Again, stainless steel utensils, you're not going to scratch it. And you can see all the grease that's come out of the burgers. Watch this. I take a towel, I come on in here, I give it a real quick wipe up, and look, I've got a spotless pan in seconds, right? So you can go on to the next thing. Maybe you want to do a stir fry. And I've got chicken. By the way, you see how I'm not cooking in any oil or butter?
Right, right.
That's on purpose, right? Because I want you to make healthy choices. I'm throwing my veggies in there. I'm going to do a beautiful stir fry. The reason that I don't cook in oil and butter is because I don't have to. I look at my salmon. I'm turning my salmon again. No oil or butter. This is that Faroe Island salmon, that beautiful, crispy, golden deliciousness. Now,
I'm on
let me tell you a little story. If you cook with 1 tablespoon of oil per day, here's what you're going to use. Over the course of a year, 21 cups of oil. You know what that is? 43,680 calories. You can get rid of that by simply switching to the Durapan.
Oh,
why is that important? Oh, you bring up a good... Thanks, Rochelle. Let me show you this. This is my incredible lid organizer.
Oh, that is the coolest thing ever.
Oh, yeah. It's such a wonderful little tool.
What a brilliant idea.
So, let me take you to the oven, Kelly, because I want everyone to see, too, that you'll also be slow cooking. You'll be roasting. You'll be steaming. You'll be braising with the glass lid and that silicone ring. Let me show this to you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up my lid here, take my lid rest and drop it right down. You can see that silicone. Now, I mean, come on. Thank you very much. I've got my bear claws here, and I'm going to show you. Now, imagine the pulled pork, the pulled beef. The delicious slow cooks, you know, with the football coming, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
And by the way, if you want the turquoise, you guys, we have 200 left. All of a sudden, it's just like, like I told you, these could disappear before the end of the show. 200 left now in this. I have a combination of your colors. I have turquoise, black, and gray in my kitchen. This is an amazing pan, even without the lid at this price. To get Durapan that you don't have to baby. You can use metal utensils. You can wipe things clean. It won't scratch. It won't degrade. I mean, there's nothing like it. Durapan changed the entire industry. It is virtually indestructible. And I know you know if you have
Kelly,
any of Curtis's appliances and cookware. Yeah, Curtis.
Well, we've sold 4 million of these worldwide. You know, over 3 million, maybe 3.3 million here at HSN alone.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing, of course, is the way it works. Now, look, I'm even deep frying over here, and you can see how crisp I'm getting those French fries. By the way, I'm using my trivet and my Durapan. That's my sheet pan over here. I'm using that to sort of strain my fried food. So go to hsn.com, shop the over 100 products that we have, because it will make you a better cook. You mentioned Durapan changing the industry. I mean, look at what we've got here. I've got pork chops. These are my elite pork ribeyes that you can pick up too at hsn.com. Look at the caramelization. But every single one of them will have it just as good as the one prior, right? And that's because of that perfect heat retention and that beautiful heat conduction. But watch this. Kelly, I can pick this up, and I'll have to remove the lid, it'll fall off. But look, I'm hanging it off the pinky.
Right.
That's the stainless steel on the back that gives you all the strength. 5 layers of the Durapan on the interior of this pan. And, of course, with that beautiful glass lid. So, I mean, it looks like the most gorgeous piece of French cast iron cookware.
It does.
It cooks better, though.
Oh,
cast aluminum.
You mean the French, yes, that costs like $100 for a lid? I mean, it's crazy expensive. By the way, black is almost gone, too. Last call on the turquoise and last call on the black. 200 of the black, less than 200 now of the turquoise. Gray is another beautiful thought to consider. Again, these are the 3 colors. I actually have a blend in my kitchen. And then I like this unexpected hit of white. It's so clean. And Curtis, even if you cook and spill tomato sauce on the outside, this white can stay white with a little bit of extra care, can it?
It sure can. Stop. It sure can. Now, look, I'm going to show you one more thing, my darling. Everything is so easy to clean up. But I've also got this beautiful big steamer. Now, if I wanted to steam these veggies, you just need a little liquid in the pan. So into my stir fry, I'm going to pour a little bit of white wine. Okay, you'll see that steam start to come straight up. Go ahead and drop your lid. Now, I need a white lid, Vanessa, if there's one. I'll take this one here from the back. You drop that beautiful big lid on, and it works just as well on your steamer as it would straight on your cookware. So if I was to lift that up and show you, that's the lid you take home with the pan. And then, of course, when you want to stick the steamer on, you just go ahead. So it is a separate purchase, but totally worth it. Now, you saw me do my salmon. Kelly, it's ready. That's how fast it is. I mean, you're just going to be sliding that out. And then, of course, the cleanup, you get yourself a towel. You go on in here. You give it a real quick wipe around. It is the ultimate everything pan. You do everything with it. From breakfast, lunch, and dinner, no oil or butter required. You see me dropping my filet mignons in. These are those little medallions that we started the hour off. If you're just tuning in, you can pick up this grass-fed Australian beef by just going to hsn.com. That way you'll skip the line. We're going to get in very close to a sellout on this pan right now. So if you want it, guys, give us a ring. We don't want you to miss out.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing worse than like, okay, I'm gonna get it, and then you come back, it is gone, or the color you wanted is gone. Right now we do have all 4, but last call, our final, I mean, we're talking about 100, maybe 150 of the turquoise. The same with the black. All of a sudden these two just took off like wildfire. Don't resist the gray. It's so pretty. And again, it's gonna look like new years down the road. I can attest to that from personal experience. One more reminder on the white, the item is 731820. So a fast and furious, fun-filled show with Curtis. A big thank you to you and your team. Will you do me a favor, Curtis, and give Rochelle a big hug from me? I miss you guys.
I sure will. We miss coming out there to see you. But Rochelle, come over there, giving you a big hug from Callie.
She
wants one from you more than she wants one from me. That's
she works her you-know-what off in behind the scenes, and she is just an incredible partner to you. So thank you very much, Curtis, for joining us tonight. I hope everybody gets to enjoy the feast that you just prepared.
We sure will. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone for their orders. We can't wait for you to get this stuff home. It's going to change the way you can cook. cook. So enjoy.
Absolutely. Just from the mere fact, Curtis, like you said, of not having to use oils. I mean, you can save all the calories and still enjoy the deliciousness, unless you just love it for flavor. So again, if you want those steak, those filet medallions, we are final quantities. I placed my order. I'm on auto ship. I'm going to go home and have my leftover salmon from last night. My friend Alice came over for dinner and we had salmon. I had one filet left. But if you are looking for more from Curtis Stone, check out hsn.com. There is everything. That's a brand new blender we featured. There's food, there's bakeware, there's cookware. That lid rest is so awesome next to your stove. I love that little masher for your beef and your ground meat. There's so many very clever ideas if you go to hsn.com and just type in Curtis Stone. So thanks again for your calls and orders on this incredible 4-quart cast aluminum pan, 731-820. But I turn things over to my friend Shannon and 2 final hours today with the incredible Andrew Lessman and his 4